Hey guys, what is up? I hope everybody's having a wonderful afternoon day. I have joined with me, I've got Digital Scribe, Melissa, and Rena, um, all of which we're here to talk to you guys today about the human skeleton that's been going on. Um, Melissa, you got that diagram up that you can share with us so everybody can see what we're dealing with here?
Sure do. Give me just 1 second. There we go. Okay.
Okay. First of all, the other day we did a video. Teresa pointed this out to me. The day after we did our video, the human skull shifted again. 2 holes. Can you zoom in a little bit more?
Okay, which 2 holes?
You know the middle 2 holes. There's 6 holes in the skull now.
Oh, in the front.
For the past several months or years, whatever, since we recognize it. But
okay.
Those lines. There's like a couple of lines that showed up under the eye sockets that were not there before.
These lines right here.
Yes, that was not there before.
And then,
right? You remember tracing the skull the other day. Now I talked about that split. I thought it was funny because it looks like something like the bridge between your eyeglasses.
yeah, right.
That's what it looks like to me. Remember that split there before on the nose? I know we traced it the other day.
Before that, I don't know.
Okay.
But I know this bone they say is new.
Wait, which bone?
This one right here, on the nose.
Now, what I want to say real quick is because I'm from the north, and a lot of people, they speak differently. They have like, it has to do with heritage too. Of course, it is. I remember my nose jutting out further, like that bone, that nose cavity bone. Can you show us that nose cavity? Like point to it. You know, the very end, the top cavity. Go down to the edge of the bone, right there. That juts out further on the skeleton. There's slight variations. You got to keep that in mind here with the skull. Here is a male skeleton. What's those holes? Can you trace the 6 holes so we know what we're dealing with? There's 2 holes in the middle. And 2 holes at the top of the eye socket. If you feel along your eyebrow, you'll feel the hole on your eyebrow.
See that there's like these new little holes right here, though? So
I
there's
see
2 holes.
that. I see that.
There's one there, and then one there, and then over here there's one there, and then there's one there.
Yeah, and all is well. I mean, if we're being upgraded, I mean, like Tom says. Tom, what is it you say?
Wait. I need this like a hole in the head.
That's right. I mean,
I love it.
It seems like we're being upgraded. How many people have stopped having back pains? I haven't had back pains in a very long time. We're being upgraded.
I mean, come to think of it, I mean, you know, sometimes change is good. You know, I mean, if it does a body good, if a change does a body good, then it does a body good. I mean, you know, I think the rib cage, the way they're kind of merged together, it actually gives it more support, more strength to it. So if you take a hit with a baseball bat, chances are it may not break where it might have broken the old reality. You know?
Exactly. So I'm thinking, you've seen the skull a lot. Do you remember on the side where those holes are in the middle, breaking the skull? right on the bottom of each eye socket. Do you remember that? Remember that?
I don't remember that being broke. I thought this was a whole piece right here. I thought I traced it on your other video. It was a whole piece.
Yeah,
right
go ahead and
there.
trace. Can you trace that bone on here? Yeah, trace that complete bone. It's probably going to change again. A T, like for real. An upside down T. Can you trace the nasal cavity?
Over
I mean
here?
that the bone, yeah, the top bone. Yeah, it looks like a quick. This video, I want to get more precise. That way we can catch the Mandela in the act. We did another video, and you remember tracing the bones. Do you remember that at all?
Yes, I remember tracing the bones.
But do you remember?
I don't remember it being caved in like this right here. And I don't remember this line right here separating this.
Wow.
And this like
That's creepy.
this tooth thing back here, like this
Thanks.
fang.
What are they used for? I wonder if they. I mean, I wonder what their purpose is. You know,
I have no idea. That's so just.
is the right? What is that?
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. And that
Temporal.
on the jaw, that is the ear hole, apparently, right?
Yeah, when we put the ear, it showed up right.
Right.
Yeah. That's just so
Okay.
weird.
Let's trace that bone real quick. Segment, just so we have some kind of residue. All right. Almost looks like states on the U.S. map, sort of.
United States of America, right here.
Or skull.
It's called the state of the skull. Somebody's going to have a union address about it.
Okay. Trace in front of it. What about that one in the side of the temple?
This
Quick,
one?
can talk about it? Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I can't even say it right. That is the sphenoid. Sphenoid. N-O-I-D, sphenoid. See, we're learning human anatomy 101 basically here.
Well, that's good. Something out of it.
And Teresa mentioned that it looks like somebody just took like a baseball bat or punched us in the side of the head and made a big hole.
Yeah, it goes all the way.
That's horrible.
Look at that.
Yeah. Can you trace that hole from the top view? Actually, go back a little ways.
Go back.
Go
Okay.
back. Yeah, right there. Can you trace that hole so that way everybody can see it?
That's alien. That looks like alien, seriously.
That's on your body.
The eye
That's
socket itself.
gross.
We traced this last time. It makes a heart, remember?
Remember that, guys. In case it's
Makes
changed.
a heart?
It makes it like a heart shape, kind of, is what Brian said last time in the video.
Yeah. Let's trace the front part of the skull now. Of the eye sockets.
Okay. This bone?
That is the frontal bone. Tilt the head forward a little bit so that way we can see a more top view. Oh, by the way.
Do what?
Yeah, you're doing really well with that, by the way. Looks like a river, like the river jagged. It's kind of jaggedy, isn't it?
Sure.
Look at the inside of the eye sockets. Let's focus in for a second on. Okay, look at the inside of the eye sockets and see if that's any different, guys. You tilt the. Okay, that looks like. Oh wow. Oh my God. I know that's going to be almost impossible to trace all of that.
Well,
Try to
this is
get,
connected to this.
what is that bone called? That is the right what? Zygomatic, the right zygomatic. That is the frontal. But there seems to be a big old space, and I know that's a,
Are you talking about
say
like
big old. I mean it's big, right? You see that the whole
see?
eye socket. I don't remember the hole being on the bottom of the eye socket. Look at it.
You mean right here?
Remember that? Do you?
No, I thought there was bones all the way around, and there was just a hole like in the very back. But
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
like now there's this spot missing there. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. You see that what she's tracing right there is a hole socket. That hole. Let's see if we can. Gosh, I don't remember that, guys. Rena, do you remember that at all? Rena, you there? No. Yeah, Rena,
I'm here. Sorry.
you remember that hole at the bottom of the eye sockets like that?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
We're looking at the skull. Let me see if I can
That's
pull one up
weird.
online.
What?
Don't remember that.
Ooh.
I wonder if we can.
Human skulls now. Skulls, not just what's being. And if you that line, okay, the one the new line that we talked about around the holes in the center.
Right here. This line and this
Yes.
line.
Showing up on all these skulls now.
That's weird.
Up online now.
Wow.
One-eyed Willie. Hold on, let me.
That is disgusting. What is that?
That's you.
Yeah,
Okay, do you guys see?
we're different now.
You guys see my screen over here?
Yeah, I see it.
Monsters.
Look at this. There's like this gaping hole here at the bottom that I don't remember that.
No, well, I don't remember the bones being in the eyes to begin with, but then they had the bones in the eyes where it was more like that, but not the hole over there.
Right, you see this hole?
Yeah.
Right here. That's new.
Look, there's two holes in
Oh.
that cheekbone.
Wow.
Look, there's two holes right under the eyes on that one.
There, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and look, you see these fangs?
My line.
They're right here.
Oh my gosh, what is going
on?
on?
There's a hole in the head.
And then, like, this skull, we talked about this before. You guys see this V shape that's formed up here on the top. Formed on some of these skeletons here. You can feel it. You can actually feel it protruding above, we're above the eyebrows. See this? This is more pronounced right here.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we have the chin jutting out over here, the jawbone right there, that jutting out. But look as I zoom in.
Dogs.
What? There's something right here. You guys see that? There's a break right
Yeah.
here in the skull, and then over here there's a break, and then on the side. On a better one to look at. Oh my God. I mean, Teresa noticed this one. She pointed it out to me. That just doesn't look right. There again, we're seeing these new holes show up near the
No,
cheek.
look at the front teeth though, how they're starting to come out more. They've moved out more. They're not like. This is nuts.
Yeah, you can see the line right here. Oh,
Yeah.
it almost looks like a Okay, right here. Here's the break. Looks like the state of Texas, actually. Right here. Stars at night are big and bright.
That is
Deep
scary.
in the heart of Texas, right? Yeah, there's this new hole.
Wow.
I'm not sure about that, but this one looks like it's new. Part where the optic nerve goes into is back in here.
Crying. That skull looks like it's crying. It really does to me.
And I'm sure these doctors are seeing this stuff, but they're not commenting because they think it's just a variation. Slightly different. The average skeleton, this is what's showing up now. This new line right here that's been drawn.
This is crazy.
I know. Yeah, and you pointed out, Melissa, that the jawbone looks like a wrench.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. So yeah, let's go back to that diagram again.
Wow.
As much residue as possible. And we mentioned that on the humerus jawbone, you were gonna we need to finish the skull first.
Okay. What else do I need to trace on the skull?
Can you zoom back in on the skull?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Actually, turn it where we can see the top view. You rotate it.
Right there. There's 2 holes on
Yeah.
the back.
What?
Look. Hold on, I'll turn it around.
Yeah, turn it around. Is that new?
I don't remember.
Oh.
There you go. It's his frowny face. 2 little eyes.
Oh my god.
Man.
Oh my gosh. Got it. You guys see that?
2 little holes right there. 1, 2.
That's on the back of our head.
And I don't remember it being like this. I thought there was like a big old circle
Wow.
here, because remember when kids are first born, there's like this
We
circle
lost
area.
them.
You got to be very careful because it has to grow
Can you
and
trace
harden. But now
slow
it's
when you trace over that? Because it is kind of jaggedy. It's not like straight. The one in the middle. That one kind of slow.
you want it perfectly traced or just
If you can, because it does get real jaggedy toward the back. Gosh,
doing it with a mouse?
I gotta look at the skull. Now we have holes in the back of our head.
Do, do, do.
My gosh.
We've got holes everywhere. We're crazy people. Our whole I'm sorry, it's just nuts. Our whole bodies are changing. How do people not know this?
I'm looking at some skulls now. I don't see it yet. Let me look at another one.
It's evolution within months. And of course, last night and yesterday of the changes.
Hold on.
I don't
Can you
remember that
rotate
in our head.
I'm not done yet. Hold
down,
on.
like complete back of the skull
Okay.
on some of
There's
these
the back.
skulls?
What'd you say? You want me to do
So
this line?
on some of these, I'm not seeing those pits. They look like pits or holes there. I'm not seeing those at the top on some of these.
They are right there. See, now they have brows. Mean eyes.
And you studied anatomy, Melissa, so you know a lot about the skull.
I don't know a lot about the skull. I just know that we've been looking at it for days now.
Wow, I know, right?
I thought those
can you
holes on the skull were closer together before.
The what?
Those holes on the back of the skull by the spine there. Yeah, I thought that those were closer together, like more near the tip of the spine. Because I think that's a pressure point to help relieve if you have like a headache.
Oh yeah, so you just shut off the blood circulation and then it relieves your headache. Is that what they do?
Yeah, it's supposed to help. Never that far apart.
Look inside. There's a hole. Does that go all the way through? Yeah. So that goes all the way up, and then there's a hole inside there. Let's see if it's on the other side. Yep, right up in there. There's a hole.
That's the thing with anatomy. You're always going to have those slight variations, but when it happens to everybody at the same time, like I'm trying to find those holes. I'm looking for some backs of the skull now.
Look inside the mouth. There's a hole right there inside.
Wait, where?
Right inside the mouth, upper top, right there next to the teeth. This shows a hole right there. I don't remember a hole being there.
Okay. Change. At least we have some kind of residue. Can you trace the back of the skull at the bottom?
Yeah.
Like it looks like at the bottom. Can you trace that?
Tracing.
Yep. The occipital, right? Occipital. Occipital. Yeah, we're all learning stuff here. Can you trace? There is a hole there at the bottom. Can you trace that hole, like the outline of that hole?
Yes, sir.
So people can see it. Melissa?
I got that one, and I'll get these two indents. You keep going in and out, so I'm not quite hearing every single word you're saying.
Okay. Can you zoom in?
Yes.
Back of the skull. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's holes. Can you trace it again?
Trace what again? I didn't hear you.
Okay, the back of the skull. Can you trace the holes? See them?
Yeah.
There's one hole there, middle, and then you got the one on the left going up through the. That's where the brain stem obviously goes up into the brain right there. That big hole. The occipital, 2 C's.
Okay.
All right. So did we cover the whole skull? Did we miss anything?
I think we got most of all of it.
All right.
Crazy how we have.
Yeah, trace that.
What?
Go zoom out. Yeah, the left. Click on the right side of the skull. I don't know if we traced that.
Yeah, we traced this.
I know we traced that. That one. That is the right. What is that? The right. Let's see what it's called. That is the right. Parietal. Smooth and marked near the center by an eminence. The parietal tuber, which indicates the point where ossification commenced. Means just have to sort of sit and wonder, okay, I mean, those lines on the front of the top, the eye sockets, that's new. That freaked me out.
You ready to move to the spine?
Yeah, just talk about the spine. And
all right, so the spine now has these bones that are coming straight out. If you look.
I know we mentioned this, the scapulas look different.
Yeah, they have the bone that comes out like this, but the spine has
Wing
these things
bone.
coming out now. Like as a massage therapist, you would not be able to do massage therapy to separate the vertebrae to allow relief between each vertebrae for the cushion to absorb, you know, what it needs to do, take the pressure off the cushion where it can absorb and help the person to feel better. With these on here, there's no way. This is crazy. This is like falling. Is it called falling skies? Where they have that? Is that Rena? What is it called? This is crazy. Look at them. They're like spiky things on her back.
Yeah, it looks
Talk about let's go back. I want to mention that there are 12, which 2 of which are floating.
Yeah, right there.
A lot of people seem to not remember the floating ribs.
Oh, they don't remember them.
We know that the kidneys are up higher, and maybe it's because we have these ribs. Kidneys seem like they're up higher. But we mentioned that the rib cage is webbed.
What is this? Why is this doing that now?
Wait, hold on. What?
Look at that. Do you see what I'm seeing? Right here.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, neither do I. What? That's different.
Zoom in a tiny bit more. Oh my, yeah, it's a hook. Oh my God. Like that. I don't remember that. Do you? And we just traced this the other day. Do you remember that hook?
No, look at that.
There's 2 hooks. Go ahead and trace that bone because we know this is going to change again, I'm sure.
that's gross.
Scapula, the left scapula. Oh my God. And they look smaller too.
Yeah, they do, definitely.
Than what we used to have.
That is just, what is that? I know. What you find when you're looking at anatomy, huh? Look at that.
It's
bad.
Anatomy. I don't remember that.
Whatever it's doing, it's not done changing. So we need to probably come back tomorrow and redo this because it looks like it has a purpose, but we just don't know it yet.
Something's gonna connect
look at
somewhere.
and look at this. Let's. What is that bone called? The one that's hanging down in the sternum. Spider.
Do what?
But the head of Spider-Man. Yeah, that one. What is that bone called?
Xiphoid?
Process. All right, and then of course, the one above it is the sternum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sternum.
I thought that was one solid piece right here.
I thought so too. Wait, can you click away from it for a minute? Yeah. What? Yo, what is up with that? It was Rena. You remember that piece, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
thought this was one piece. Now it's
that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one's really creepy. It's got like more
Uh,
loopy doopies in it and everything
okay, what
too.
is that? That one looks like Iowa. That one. Can you click on it real quick? Let's see what it is. It's like Iowa, I'm telling you. Or maybe a t-shirt. Man, what is it called?
Manubrim. How do you say that?
Manubrium of sternum.
Good thing that we're not teachers.
Oh man. All right, well, not the numbers of ribs in case that's changed. Just count one side so we know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Still all there.
Okay. Still 12 ribs on each side with 2 floaters.
Now you're ready for another one?
Yeah, another freak show.
Dun, dun, dun. And oops, that's the wrong way. Here we have stingers now.
Yes, that is the main part of our discussion today is these the coccyx looking like that.
It's open and then it's like a stinger.
Oh. That was not open right there.
No, this is a male too. This isn't a female. This is a male skeleton. Why is it?
No. It did no. Did not have a break in the front.
Well, I think you might be able to have babies now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Look
There's
at
also 8 little holes. Those were probably already there. I sort of remember that. There's 8 little holes in the back of the pelvis.
And the coccyx.
Trace the main part of the trace the stinger too. And how many sections are there? There's 4 sections, right? Yeah.
They're bees, guys.
If they start growing and we have a tail that sticks out where we can sting people, I'm gonna be really
I know.
scared.
It looks like yeah. There are some people that have a condition where they have a really long tailbone like that. It's kind of like got their own stinger.
Yeah. That movie Shallow Hal.
Let's see if we
Remember Shallow Hal had the tailbone. Can you trace the pelvis?
Yeah, let me just turn that around for a
minute. Yeah, so we can see that. All right, click on that.
Oops.
YX, Coccyx.
Okay, so here's your Coccyx.
Coccyx or Coccyx? Looks like an upside down Christmas tree, doesn't it? Whichever you prefer. And of course, the pelvis looks like a butterfly, sort of. Kind of looks like a butterfly. It's got like a flanged. You see where it's flanged, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, and apparently there's like different sections. What is that called? That is the what? Ischium, right? Ischium. What is that? The right what?
This pelvis, right and left.
Oh, this is pubis.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Okay. And what is that top part?
William.
Ilium. Okay. The back of the femurs. Scroll down a little bit. Can you go down? The back of the femurs look like they're pointed, like they come to a point. Do you remember that?
These?
Yes, the big bone, the femur. Look at that in the middle. Ridge on it now? I don't remember that.
I thought it was more bald. Like a ball
No,
at the end.
look, look, it comes to a point now.
Do what?
That wasn't like that the other day.
I don't think so. I'm going to trace it so we can have it if you need to go back to it.
You see what I'm talking about, though, right? With the femurs.
Yeah, this looks weird.
What I'm saying is it was more round, like all the way around, and now it looks like V's, like or up, like upside down Y's. Okay, along the center of the femur in the very back. Can you trace along the center? Look at the center of each femur.
Right here.
Yeah, that thing. Yes, that was that like that.
When we did the
Why?
video the other day, it was. We found the ridges on it. But we didn't trace them.
The back. That's weird. The humerus, which is the big bone on the arms, and those have
In the arms, sorry.
sort of valleys cut out in them.
Yeah, right there. Oops.
Yeah, they have sort of a valley cut out in them. So there's 33 bones in the vertebrae, right? Remember that. 33 in case that changes. Can you go down, like back to the legs? Changed.
All the way down or just here?
That's fine. You can go all the way down. Rena, do you remember the coccyx looking like that? The broken in the middle? Do you remember that?
No. It looks it just looks goofy. It really looks goofy. It's very strange.
We're just making residue in case it changes again. Any other questions, you guys?
One of these days, you're going to catch it red-handed.
We are. That's what I'm waiting for. I believe we would have recognized the other day. And Melissa, you asked her. We were tracing it the other day. Doesn't even remember that break in the skull. Two holes are drilled.
I thought the skull had a circle on top, not like that. You know, when babies are born, Rena, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
What, isn't there like a hole there? Is this? I don't. It's been so long. I'm sorry. I could be wrong about that, but I don't. I remember there's a super soft spot right here on babies when they're born.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, the soft spot.
And so then wouldn't there be like a ridge going around where it grew or something? Not. Like
there used to be. I swear that there used to be like just an imprint of some sort.
See what anyone has this. I'm gonna check the chat real quick. See if anyone has any questions or anything. Seeker of Truth says elbow knob.
I seriously think that bone that's floating on the neck is the creepiest thing. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, there's a little knob coming out right here. That is weird.
somebody had some bad pain lately. Yeah, Wish. Hope you're feeling better.
Oh, it kind of looks like a hammer right there, doesn't it?
Wait, where we're at? Oh yeah. Like I know these changes are happening literally overnight. It's almost like we're evolving face frames. Like
This is crazy.
I remember the Coccyx did not look like an upside down Christmas tree or stinger. It did not look like that. Like small bones. Okay,
Yeah.
look at how the feet are. I remember looking like
Oh,
that,
hold
where
on.
you had a big bone going to a small bone and another bone like that.
Wonder if that skeleton dance song, the knee bones connect, you know,
Oh,
wonder
yeah.
if that's changed.
Hang on, let's look. Where's the patellas? Let's look at that. The patellas, the knee bone. They're not changed patellas. One T and two L's, and it looks like what does that look like to you, Rena? First thing that comes to your mind.
Which part is it?
The knee bone.
Oh, so that's okay. That's not the kneecap, is it?
Yeah.
That's the kneecap.
It's just floating there. I thought.
Is it
was
attached? It's floating.
It's attached through ligaments. I know
Ligaments, yeah.
people who have torn their ligaments in their knees. And well, let's look at the feet for one second. I know we didn't look at that last time.
Yeah, people are saying our feet are.
But we have for the feet we have the tarsals and the metatarsals, right? Any other additional bones? Proximal. And there should be around 206 bones. Am I right?
In the whole body, yeah.
Yeah. Unless that's changed. What's that heel bone called? Heel. That called? Yes. Yes. And what's that bone? Talus. And we have the what is it? Okay, we have the femur, which is that big long bone, the tibia and the fibula, right? The bigger bone, and the fibula is that smaller one, right? Bones. Yeah, right. That's the tibia, and then you have the fibula. If you look at it close, there is a valley that's sort of cut out in it in the middle that runs along there. I kind of last time, but I'm not sure. We didn't analyze it this deep.
Yeah, we noticed it last time, but I don't think that we like.
Right. Okay, so just so we have some this thing in the act, you know what I'm saying? Before. Who else did you say was it that traces the skull?
I think isn't his name Lone Eagle?
Lone Eagle, yeah.
Yeah, he's really good with this program.
And can anyone access that program for free?
Yeah, they've got a YouTube account. They should be able to get right on there and get it.
Human.biodigital.com.
And since AI is linking our passwords and doing things for us, it should be as easy as clicking a button and it signs on for you. Lone Eagle. Wish for a star said.
Lone Eagle, yeah.
I don't
ask you this. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna tell you that, like, I walked into the room that I have my computer, and it came on for me and opened a browser for me and was ready for me to sit down and just start doing whatever I normally do on my computer.
Oh wow.
And it's happened a couple times now, and I'm just like, okay, well, and one time I was like, I'm not gonna sit down there right now. I don't even know why you came on, and I just walked away from it.
Can you trace that shin bone? The
It knows.
yeah, it knows.
Which bone do you want me to try? All of them?
Tibia.
Okay. And then this one?
Yeah, tibia.
You know, when Brian called me earlier, he was telling me about the tailbone looking
Yeah.
like a stinger. I
Yeah.
walked into the room, and on the TV there was a wasp, and it was stinging its stinger into like a comb, a honeycomb or something. I was like, really? Like, come on. So I know it's AI and whatever the heck it is. I know, it's sick.
Yeah, this is nuts.
The AI is paying attention, watching us, and you realize anything that has to do with electricity, they have control of. The AI has control of anything that has to do with electricity.
Wow, Dragon Master, you're right. I mean, a year ago, I discovered the Mandela effect. Let's see, we're into August now. Yeah, it was. I discovered it, and it was people like you guys out there sharing it. Bag 73, quite a few videos, and I remember like, wait a minute, no, Chick-fil-A had a C, not a CK. Come on.
Yeah, I always wondered why they spelled Chick-fil-A like that.
Well, if you look at the logo, the K is now where the bottom part of the K is bent upwards, and I pointed this out in one of my other videos. I was at the mall. It looks like an upside down 6.
That's crazy.
If you look at it.
There's your sign.
Yeah. Thank you, Melissa, for taking the time to do that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I got to get going here, though. Glad I was able to take a look at this closer with you guys. Thank you. It's pretty intense stuff.
Well, we'll try to stay up on it. So if you see any changes, holler, okay?
Definitely. Always looking for more stuff. So.
Yeah, same with everybody in the audience. If anyone notices a change, let me know. Tell me MandelaEffectAwareness@gmail.com. You know, you can send me a Hangouts link, and we could chat in Hangouts if you want to talk about it. Open to new stuff. So you guys just hit me up.
I'll talk to you later, guys.
Okay, Rena. Thanks for joining.
All right. Bye.
Thank you, Rena.
Thank you.
All right.
Gosh.
You want me to say
I don't know what to say about those scapulas. Those scapulas look totally bizarre. They look like wing bones coming out. Wondering if it's not just the human skeleton that's changing, if it's like the chickens that have changed too.
Dogs and everything else. I wonder. I don't know.
You say you notice like your animal's eyes have changed and now they look more square or something like that. Didn't you say that about some of your animals in the eyes?
Yeah. Well, we can get some pictures of that for later.
Yeah. Well, about animal behaviors on one of these other segments, but today, and I know this was just a quick one, but I wanted to discuss these new changes. But yeah. tell anybody, you want to end in a prayer?
Yeah. Father in heaven, we just thank you for pointing out these new changes to us, and we just ask you to continue to let us to have the eyes to see the truth and the ears to hear the truth. And Lord, give us discernment and enlighten us, Lord, and let us be able to know the truth, Lord. We know that our bodies are being changed supernaturally. We know that the world around us, the materialistic world around us, is supernaturally being changed, Lord. And we just ask you to help us stay grounded and focused on you. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen.
And thank you all for joining. I know this is last minute. We didn't announce it or anything, so thank you all for joining. And great Mandela Effect Day, and God bless. On the next segment.